ahead of the celebration of the Nigerian Teachers' Day. Comrade Raji Oladimeji Ismail, the NUT OYO State Wing, speaks about the preparation of the celebration and also spoke about his achievements so far ahead of the conference to come up in Oyo
This is that
State.
has to do with image making of the Nigerian Union of Teachers. So my name is Comrade Raji Oladimeji Ismail, and by His grace I am the state chairman of the Nigerian Union of Teachers of the State. I assumed the position of the state chairman of the Nigerian Union of Teachers on the 10th of May this year. So just almost about 4 months ago. It has been possible because of the grace of God. The grace of God in the sense that, this is where when people are clamoring for experience, asking for continuity, this is where it plays. It has assisted us in so many ways. If I had been a new person who had not been in the cabinet before, I would have found it difficult. One, just within the twinkle of an eye, immediately I came on board, we used political intervention to get letters of promotion out that had been stagnated, for almost about 3 days, arising from the waiting period which had not been vacated for the past 28 years. At primary school level, there was this promotion, but promotion from level 13 to 15 had been stagnated. The reason because we have 6 years waiting period, unlike other sectors. It's only at the primary school level. If you must move from level 13 to level 14, you must stay for 6 years. So we approached government, we set up our machinery, committee was constituted because it's usually service matter. And at the end of the day, the government of the day, in their magnanimity, said, well, this must be removed. So I got letters out for them, meaning that some of our teachers even had double promotion from 12 to 13, some moved from 13 to 15, jumping 14. So I've been able to do. Then immediately, just not quite long after that, about 2 or 3 weeks, we also got the approval for the payment of leave allowance for 2021 for our teachers. And when it was not even released, we still use political intervention to meet with His Excellency, who ordered that within 24 hours the body should be released. It has also been released to our teachers. Then, apart from that, I'm talking of our teachers' welfare. As I'm talking to you now, there is a meeting ongoing about our teachers that have been seconded to from primary to secondary school, whose letter have not been given to them. They are floating. So I had met, at different times with the chairman of that committee, who happens to be, the deputy governor of Ekiti State, that is Honorable Eleka. So he's the one handling it. We have been able to sort things out, and I want to believe that in the next couple of days now, those that actually wanted to stay in the secondary school will get their letter. Those who want to come back to primary school will have their way. So that is that as for our teachers. There are so many other things that we have. The agitation for level 16 is all for primary school. That of level 17 for secondary school is stand. So coming back home, you can see if you at your you can see the office is wearing a new look. This office, let me tell you, was painted last in 17 years ago. It was painted last 17 years ago. So you can see, if you move around, you can see that it's wearing. Besides that, I am telling you that very soon, in the next couple of days, the road here will also be fixed. We have met with His Excellency. They are giving us the assurance. He has us to meet with the Osroma. The Osroma has accepted the principle. So any moment from now, you see the road here, well fixed for the purpose. Then besides that, we have we because of our belief, me I'm from a sporting association grant. I Sometimes before before joining NUT, I was the local chairman of the Games Teachers Association. I became the state chairman, and later I became the national president of Games and Sports Teachers Association across the country. So I believe that if I are doing anything from my constituency, I should also be doing something. I want to tell you that by the special grace of God, 27th of this September, we are going to commission mini stadium by the Nigerian Union of Teachers, which which is the best of its kind in the country. The president of Nigerian Union of Teachers will be coming to Ibadan to commission it. So I want to tell you that it has every modern facilities. You know, you get there, you know that it's ranked today among all the stadia, including the government home stadia, we are ranked number 3 or 4. So you can see. Nigerian Union of Teachers is a political. We do not believe it's not. You know, I said because of the continuity and because of the experience.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I served here. I was once a local government chairman, branch chairman, Nigerian Union of Teachers. From there, I became the state chairman, Nigerian Union of Teachers. I had the opportunity of knowing everything because my chairman, you know, is not an Ibadan origin. He used to come from Ogbomoso, and he so much saddled me with a lot of responsibility. Even when we needed to, when anytime he was, when he needed, you know, to attend a program and he was not on ground, he will also ask me to go. So most of these things, you know, they are already on our table. Most of the political intervention and people you used to visit, they are already there. Even at times he will say, okay, go and make connection. Oh, you are from Ibadan. Don't go and do this and link your people and get this thing done. So that is now really working for me now.
And thank you very much. And that
Either to me, I want to classify this support into three uh, ways.
okay.
Financial support,
Okay.
support in terms of infrastructural support, and then moral
Moral
support.
support. Yeah.
Thank you for this question. You know, the one good thing for any sitting chairman is to sustain the legacies of the founding fathers. There are so many of us in Oyo State, you know, we have been so blessed. We have, you know, gifted transformative leaders who had at one time or the other, you know, impacted positively both on the image of the Nigerian Union of Teachers and on the lives of the generation of our teachers. So I have always had it as the back of my mind that if by the grace of God I become the state chairman, then I need to sustain that relationship and I need to protect the corporate integrity and interest of Nigerian Union of Teachers as a body. The Nigerian Union of Teachers, you know, is an affiliate of Education International. Much is expected of us. An ability to protect his corporate interest is very, very essential for any sitting chairman. So along that line, well, the first thing that, you know, I have in mind is to protect and sustain its integrity. Secondly, I am also, you know, I was thinking that, you know, some of these legacies that have been laid, that have been put in place by the founding fathers, our leaders at one time or the other must also be sustained. You know, we have a lot of legacies. Oyo State here today, we have the pace setter and we have set pace in so many places, in so many ways. You know, there is a scheme that, you know, first it started in Oyo State, and that is the End Well Teacher Social Security Scheme, which we could name End Well. Our activities, the performance, and the good things that, you know, actually emanated from that particular scheme made it a point of duty for the national headquarters to tell all other state wings to come to Oyo State and understudy us. So we are at the forefront of that scheme. The scheme is simply that when you contribute, when you are teaching, by the time you are going on retirement, then you get double, 20%, 200% of whatever you contribute. And that has been useful to some of our teachers, especially when they were at a crucial period when pensions and gratuities were not being paid as at the time of their end, their time of departure from teaching. So besides that, there's so many other things. But I now, by myself, now decided that we needed to have some new few things, innovations. The era of digital analog teacher teaching and digital student is gone. So I now part of our program is for us now to actually put up a place ICT, compulsory training for generating of our teachers. That one is ongoing. I want to tell you that if you move throughout the local government today, you see a center or centers where this one is done, and you see your teachers there. Working towards is that when after they might have completed their something their training, then we are working together with students to have a kind of that part that every academic instructions, like how our scheme of work and note of lesson would be configured into that. Who knew what is that? Who knows what is happening other
Other
places?
places.
It is this on the getting our salary with the state workers, not minding the bureaucratic nature, that it will pass through, because primary school teachers are they are local government staff. In most states of federation, you are expected to go to your state and local government and collect your salary.
Salary. Wow.
If I am from Ibadan Southwest, I should expect my salary to be paid by Ibadan Southwest, and it is when they are ready. But immediately they are paying state 25, 26, the state, the primary, that of the primary school is also included.
Wow.
And there is a NUT, NFIU of 18, which was initiated by EFCC. But upon that, here in Oyo State, the governor now sat down, invite all the and they signed this hard, that whatever that is coming, the money belongs to you, local government. But immediately we are giving you your something. Bring out the teacher salary. Immediately it gets into your account, you pay it within a trickle of an eye, so that we'll be able to pay teachers as and when due, together with the secondary school. We have put up a committee. The committee is working seriously. The committee is headed by the state treasurer of NUT, with other members across the other divisions of the state. 5th of October, but this time around, the other one we did, was at the open place. But this time around, it's going to be an indoor clip, simply because we are going to introduce some other new things into the ceremony. What are we introducing? I said last year there wasn't anything like quiz competition. The grand finale, the final of the quiz competition of this year, which is the maiden edition, we hold during the World Teachers Day. And apart from that, there is this adage from Lizard that says, the lizard that drawn from my iroko tree says, if no one praises him, he shall praise himself. We want to praise ourselves these days. We want to appreciate our teachers. People have not been appreciating us. And I want to put to you, sir, when last did you appreciate your teacher? Nobody is appreciating us. So we are going to have better award, that is best teacher award. We have started. We are not going to do it all alone. You can't be a judge in your own case. It is not NUT that will pick the best teacher out. What we are doing is to carry all the stakeholders along. I want to tell you, the response has been very beautiful, has been very impressive. We wrote TESCOM, we wrote SUBE, that we want to pick the best teachers, and we are instructing them that at each local government education LGUBA, local government universal basic education board, they should assist us in bringing out the best of our members here. I want to tell you that within a twinkle of an eye, just within a week, they have done that. They have generated lists on local government basis, which they are now sending to us to show the enthusiasm in it. Then from the secondary school, we are equally told our tutor generals, who are the permanent secretaries, they are also working. They are even promised that by Friday they will give us the list. It is from this list that we are now going to scrutinize and bring out the best of our members. So for the World Teachers Day, They will be invited, work like king, work like queens, decorate them, give them something reasonable during the World Teachers Day.
Wow.
So apart from other activities of the World Teachers Day that we normally have, and we are going to have make use of a decent hall like International Conference Center (UI),
Wow.
so you can see how prepared we are for the program. And of course, we will also dance that very day to
Oh,
celebrate
wow.
ourselves. Because we won't be looking ourselves as teachers alone. We are also parents. Then as a parent, a responsible parent, no parent will be happy, you know, seeing the future leaders staying at home for almost about 6, 7 months. But the most important thing we need to know is that we should be circumspect of whatever we are doing in life, and we should be honest with each other. If an agreement of 12 years, 13 years, 14 years, up to now has not been materialized, what do we expect? So, like our brother is saying, they should come back to the table. Everybody drop their cards. Then now plan what are we going to do. The government, on the part of the government, they should, fulfill their agreement. Then from the ASUS, they should, have a retain. If you are going to, you should be able to shift your position when you are going for negotiation. But it's not good, and it's not a good thing that a promise of 10 years, 15 years, if they have been doing it one after the other every year, even just to tell ASUS, look, oh, all this you have brought 10 demands. Every year we'll be doing it one after the other. By now they should have completed everything. But now the same thing we said 5 years ago, the same agitation was said 20 years ago. The same was said 15 years ago. And it's the same that we are still saying up to now. It's not good. You know what led to the reward of teacher is 11? Let me tell you the story. That about around 1920s, in 1920s. So what they normally do, because we didn't have an organized labor there. And that actually started the agitation, formation of the Nigerian Union of Teachers. What they normally do is that the missionaries who owned school then, they had no formula, the specific payment for their teachers. But what they normally do is that at the end of the month, the Sunday that ends the month, they will now bring all their teachers to come to the church. They will now pray for them. And those that have brought Gary, they will bring out the Gary you brought. Let us see the plantain that you have brought. You go into the church with yam, bring them out. So they will now share among them, and they will now pray for them that your reward is in heaven. No, whatever we are giving you today, just manage you. But from 1926, the agitation, started by Toye Rasokusi, who are major teachers then in their school. Now started moving from one place to the other. See this pastor so, for how long will we get our reward in heaven? So that is how they started this idea of NUT, formation of NUT started in 1926,
Yeah.
but it was approved in 1931, and it's the oldest union that we have in the country. So that is it. But today, we are not hoping to have our reward in heaven, but we are on that. And I want to tell you, if you see, only those that were employed recently or the young ones among us, can you see a teacher that without house of his own
Yeah.
or without vehicle of his own? We are also working like king. And you forgotten so soon when they will say this house is not for teachers. We pass through a lot of hell. It's only God, that intervened. So we can now see when you look at our legs now, apart from wearing sandals, you see some of us, putting up,
Designer show.
designer shoes.
Oh,
So
wow.
the reward of teacher
It's here now.
is here now. My advice is to our students
And youths.
and the youth. They should take education serious. They should take education serious. Like I was saying sometimes yesterday to some people, I don't want to believe we are all failure in this country. There are some of our youth who have excelled in one in one in their choosing career. The Yahoo boys they only have they make noise, but there are some of us today. There are so many lawyers we have produced. and who are doing well, at the back. There are so many young talented doctors we have produced,
Even journalists.
journalists that are traveling abroad and they are
Excel.
they are doing well. But one thing about us, about teachers is, everything center us just like tortoise. You know, when if you are going to tell tales, you must mention tortoise before it has meaning. They say ọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo ìṣe lórí alábàámu. You understand that?
Yeah, yeah.
You see, when you do well, compare, you want to assess yourself holistically. You look at WAEC, you look at the NECO and all others, and even the JAMB result. Those where you see these children, coming out with excellent results, nobody will go to the pages of paper or to say that we want to appreciate that teacher. But when you see a failure, they will say, hold these teachers responsible. So everybody should be serious. They should be serious. They know that they are the future leader of tomorrow. Then to some of our colleagues, we should not relent. We should be hopeful, because what we are doing today, the history will judge us right tomorrow.